Today I got hypoed, which is what I call it from now on when I experience hypomania. Hypomania is like mania, but it is less pronounced, less irrational, less dangerous. In fact, it's a high-functioning brain. Hypomania is like mania without the bad parts. And bipolar people, like myself, I don't take much stock in that title, but that's the legal decision about what I am, the schizoaffective bipolar. I don't know what type. But bipolar people get hypo, and then they love that so much that they don't want to not be bipolar. They don't want to take pills. They want to enjoy the hypo. And I managed to get it just by drinking a lot of coffee. And I still stay on my meds, and I still get to get hypoed, and it's awesome. But I'm not just hypoed, I'm faced. And I'm placed. Means I'm comfortable where I live and the conditions under which my family lives. I have no problem of place, but placed has an S in it. Placed is when you have all those characteristics. And being faced means I'm face tattooed into comfort, pretty much based in the face. Again, all those C's are S's. Because we have to distinguish ourselves from others. Because if we don't do that, and I mean this as purveyors of the truth of Hahnemann and egalitarianism, if we don't distinguish ourselves from others, people think our N-words aren't Beneidigers, but are instead racist N-words. And so that can't be allowed. We can't let them think that of us. We are a different creature. When I tell you Sev is the only way to spell Seven, and Seven should go extinct, and people that insist on saying seven must die. When I say that, you don't realize that my intentions are good. And so things like Sev should indicate to people that they can be comfortable around us, that it's cool and fun and good to have these shibboleths. And Hahnemann provides all the shibboleth you might want. Like, we've got huns of shibboleths that can identify our cultural group and distinguish it from others. But you don't always talk about numbers when you're talking to people. And so those shibboleths might come in handy only if you have number content to convey. And a lot of the time we don't. Which is regrettable. Number content is the way science advances. Almost all evidence is collected with numeric qualities to them. Even if it's a small number, usually if it counts as scientific evidence, it involves a certain number, or else it's not science, it's not evidence. It's some kind of conclusion you've come to based on language or logic or history or some other thing. But who am I to define science, especially numerically? I'm neither scientist nor mathematician. I guess I have a bachelor's of arty science, a BAS, where I got my psychology degree, but I'm not a licensed therapist because I don't want to be, because therapization is better than therapy. And we can outperform therapy forever and put it in the dust of history. Our car is right now in a sand pit, and we have the potential by slamming on the gas to raise a whole fucking load of dust. And if we manage that dust properly and make it carbon negative enough, and we raise enough dust, maybe we'll get rid of slavery and climate change. But that's a lot of carbon negativity and a lot of dust. And we only have one vehicle right now with which to slam on the gas. And that vehicle's us. And by us, I mean you, me, TikTok, us. A very loosely knit group of intellectuals indeed. And so we are not to be feared by the powerful because we simply don't have that kind of command. We can't inspire that kind of riot, really. Look at what Trump did. He inspired a riot. I can't do that. If I told you to riot, there's no way you'd do it. Why would you? I'm not running a general strike that's international and global. In order to do that, we have to get a lot of ideopos, which are ideological apologies, which are best done from people with the opposite ideology. They best bow their heads and kiss our rings because our ideas are better than theirs, meaning more humanitarian, optimal. We have optimal ideas. Hahnemann is optimal. Alpha songs have now split into groups. A one song has one set of all the numbers that name the alpha song, within the recitation of the letters. A two song is when you have two copies of the name of the alpha song in the song, but one copy of all the other ones. I'm defining this as we go along because I got hypoed today, man. Super hypo today. And super hypo is my ideal place to be, honestly. Three song has three instances of the word you're trying to convey in the alpha song, and either one or two of the supporting letters that make it a legitimate alpha song. A legitimate alpha song has every letter and doesn't have any additional instances of any particular letter. But when I say that, I leave it up to your imagination, because a 4 song and a 5 song and a 6 song and a 7 song, 8 song, 9 song, zota song, 1 song, 2 song, 3 song, X song has X plus 1 sets of the name of the alpha song within the recitation of it. And obviously alternative definitions are repetitions of all the letters in some other arrangement. I'm trying to be perfect with my speech, so sometimes I run into dead ends. And my hope is that this YouTube channel isn't one. And that depends a lot on you and your ability to help at hahnemann.org, in all honesty. If you're able to learn to program and you help us with our NAD, the new American dollar, then there's some chance we can matter. But right now, financially, economically, politically, philosophically, ideological, we do not matter at all.